back to the channel. As you already get from the title, we are going to be prepping for my Christmas in July party. It's tomorrow, but we're starting today because we need to bake a whole bunch of things. It's gonna be a lot. I'm actually just gonna put this on, get my hair out of the way so I can focus. I have Brendan on standby to assist me with something. So let's just get into everything. We're gonna be starting with making an eggless eggnog. So let's get into that. It's raining outside. We have a fake fire on the TV. Fireplace. We don't have a fireplace on the TV and it's really cozy. So in the meantime though, I'm gonna ask Brendan to start cooking out pumpkin for the next thing that we're doing, since we only have one day to cook everything. So we're gonna have to be layering tasks at the same time. We're gonna need a blender for this. I've never used this recipe before for eggless eggnog. We did make proper eggnog before and it's fine, but I do think I prefer an eggless one. So we're gonna try this and it looks easy, so I'm skeptical. I'm going to do 2 cups of milk first. I wonder if this will all fit in the blender. It should, right?
Yeah.
Let's find out. We're also finding out today if we need to do 2 batches of this or not. We'll find out. Worst case, it needs to only refrigerate an hour so we can get the other stuff and make another batch tomorrow, because tomorrow evening. If we do like this, it's having to yell over the kettle, I'll be very happy, because making proper eggnog, it takes so long over the stove top and having to temper the eggs and everything. So I'll be really happy if this is good. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon for all of the spices. It says nutmeg, ginger, and allspice. I'm just gonna use cinnamon instead of allspice. This is barely anything. I wonder if we'll even have flavor. It smells like Christmas! We've never done a Christmas in July. We're making it very budget friendly, except for all the stuff I'm making, which they're not really aware of all the things I'm making. But very excited because we never get to have the cozy, wintry type of Christmas. So it's just this, and then this is the part that I said is strange because you add a package of vanilla instant pudding just straight in here. It's actually small. Yeah, proof, thank you. It's way more fun doing it when you're in here. And then we're also going to do some brandy. It says rum extract. I don't even know if we have that, but we actually do want alcohol in this, so we're going to spike the eggnog.
Everybody will know, by the way.
Yes, they will all know that it's alcoholic. It's going to be the welcome drink. And now we're going to get Brendan to help me figure out how much brandy you want to put in here. I'm going to pour and you're going to tell me when to stop. Doesn't actually smell that bad.
Oh, the brandy's nice.
I should have measured it so we knew for the next one, but it's fine.
Yeah, just okay.
I feel like that's enough. I mean, it can smell, but it's not super strong, so I think it's okay. And I'm just gonna blend this. How this all smooth, it's all just liquidy. It definitely smells breezy. It's stronger now that I've blended it all together. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna top it with whipped cream, which might be, I don't know if that's what's the word I'm looking for? Very sure. That took so long. It might be controversial to put whipped cream on top of eggnog, but I feel like it'll be cute, especially because of the type of cups that we have for it. So we're gonna pour this into this pitcher. Well, I wonder if 3 cups of milk we can put in. We're gonna find out. And then we have to add in the other 3 cups of milk and just stir. And then refrigerate it for at least an hour. We're gonna do it until tomorrow. I think it'll be fine. It says serves 8. I'm assuming it's very tiny glasses. I wish we had little tiny cups like that, but we don't. Should we get those plastic, the ones that are kind of like the bigger shot glasses? It's kind of like the red shot glasses you have, the soda ones. They're a bit bigger, but they're see-through. I just touched it. I think I put my phone in there.
Someone's giving you
Yeah, but I already used the spoon. We decided that we're actually going to use these reusable tall, it's not really shot glasses, but we used them before for eggnog, so we'll just use that instead of whipped cream. We're not going to do whipped cream. We're going to do this, that, dusting of cinnamon on top, and that's a little tiny welcome drink if people can sip it. I think that'll be good. I mean, it's strong. I would recommend sipping it instead of shotting it, also because it'll be very sweet. So should we taste this, or it needs to be chilled? Should we taste it tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll taste it tomorrow and hope it's okay. Gonna cover it and then put it in the fridge. So that one's done. I haven't seen you in a while. for you has been literally 0.1 seconds. But we have made our filling for pumpkin pie. It took a while. We've done the base stuff. So now we get to the fun part, which is pouring it in to the crust. It's a mess on here. I don't know what to pack away at the moment since we have so many things to make. 3/4 of the way up. I'm not really sure where about that is. Like there? That's 3/4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we should have filling. We also decided to try and make little mini ones since we had leftover dough. We'll see. We also have cut out with leftover dough a little like reindeer. I don't want to pick them up. I don't want to mess them up. But we can't put him on yet because I think he will definitely sink. We'll put him on at some point when we cover the tin foil. Sure. I'm gonna put it into the oven for about 55 to 60 minutes. That's actually it. Cool. And then we'll be taking it out and baking it again, but covering the edges so that they don't burn. And that's when we'll put our little reindeer on. So let's put this in the oven, and then we can carry on with the other thing. And we can also fill these. I don't know. I think I might only be able to fill one. Let's whichever. Oh wait, yours looks so good. Just crimp your edges. It looks really nice. But you're just too tall. While the pumpkin pie. Move on over. Ogre.
Very rude.
While the pumpkin pie is in the oven, we're going to be making these chocolate orange fudge, I think that's what it's called. Is it? Yeah, chocolate orange fudge. Now, does it actually work as chocolate orange fudge? I have no idea. We're going to find out because this is the one I'm super skeptical about. Actually, most of them I'm super skeptical about. We've never made this before. I just don't understand how this will become hard enough to be fudge. So, we'll see. It doesn't smell disgusting. This is not great. This is the cooking chocolate. We're gonna melt this dark chocolate with a can of condensed milk in the microwave in spurts, and then we're gonna add some orange extract to it. And then pour it into a dish. So we're gonna see how that goes. It's pouring time. This has actually ended up a lot thicker than I thought it was gonna be. I just thought it would be like really runny still, but it's not. I'm actually not sure if this might be too big because I need to be able to cut small little squares. I don't want them to be too thick, and I think the other container I have will be too thick. So we're just gonna do it in this one and put it in the best. It smells really good. I mean, it's just chocolate condensed milk and orange extract, so you can't go wrong. And then we're just gonna smooth this out, and that's it. We put it into the fridge, and this one's done. What color do we have?
Christmas red.
Yeah, we'll add some red edible glitter on top with decor, and then put it in the fridge, and we are done with this fudge. My finger's gonna be stained red again.
Okay.
It's fine.
No, it's gonna go under your nails.
Yeah. Just sprinkle it on. I want a tapper. I wish it had like those little holes in it so I could just tap it on like those normal glitter things. That's very nice. Okay, stained red.
That's not that bad.
How did yours get off?
I washed it.
Okay. Well, this is what it looks like. Don't want to tilt it too much, but yeah, into the fridge it goes. Pumpkin pie is done, just waiting for it to cool down. This is what it's looking like at the moment. I did burn the edges a little bit accidentally. Otherwise, I think it's fine. So we'll cover that and clean her up in a moment when it's done for the fridge. I'm trying to make the carrot cake blondies. Brendan has just grated carrot for me, and I was eating a carrot raw. I know some people like this, but I hate it so much, and just watching you eat the carrot is just like gag worthy.
The dirtier the better.
The dirtier the better.
The dirtier the better.
And if you did notice that this container is the same as the one that the fudge is in, I needed this big one, and I had another square one that was slightly smaller, so I just transferred the fudge into that. The fudge is already hard, which is awesome. It is going to be quite thin though, so I don't know how it's going to hold up once it's cut and sitting. We will have to find out tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's problem, but I'll take you along for that as well. Since this video isn't just all the baking stuff, it's also the party prep, whatever that is that we need to do. I'm tripping. And then this is gonna bake for about 33 minutes. And we have to let it cool before we do the frosting. So I'm not gonna do the frosting yet. I think we're just gonna move on to the next recipe while this bakes. Carrot cake is cooked and out of the oven. There were these little things I was gonna make while we were in there. I decided not to make those. I don't feel like it. So we're not gonna make those. I've got a different plan for a savory snack, which we'll do tomorrow because it's quick. So we're not gonna do that today. Today we just have one last thing to bake. We're only do the icing on the carrot cake, but it has to cool down completely. So I might only be able to do that after gym tonight, to be honest. Hopefully get to do it soon, but at the moment we can make our snowball cookies. I have made these before, but it's been a while, so hopefully it's fine. Oh, I have to get my hand mixer. Add 2 cups of flour, vanilla extract, we're gonna mix well, and then add in our nuts and then mix. That's it for the dough. This stuff is usually one of the easiest, but we're gonna hope that it turns out okay. It's been like over a year since I've made them. And we're mixing. I don't remember what I used to mix this last time actually. We're adding 2 cups worth of finely chopped macadamia nuts. They use peated, but we're using macadamia because that's what we have. And then blended chocolates up this time, so Brendan didn't have to because it does take quite some time. And from what I remember, the macadamia nuts add in moisture back into the flour mixture. So that should help. This is gonna take me so long. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead to where I'm shaping these. I'm going to take a scoop. That might be a little bit big. It feels wetter than usual, but I also can't remember what it's supposed to feel like. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll them into balls, and then that's literally it. We'll pop these into a baking tray, bake them for about, I think it's like 23 minutes, 20 minutes. Once they're completely cool, we're just rolling in powdered sugar, and that's literally it. They're pretty easy to cook, no egg is required, which is supposed to be great.
I'm so sorry.
We've iced the carrot cake. It's getting darker. It's definitely later. But now I'm just gonna sprinkle some pecan nuts on. Our snowball cookies are still cooking, but I'll show you what the first batch looks like when I'm done putting this on. This is what they end up looking like pre-powdered sugar. So I'm just gonna end up powdering them, but I think I'm just gonna skip ahead to tomorrow, and I can show you tomorrow when we're setting up what the finished products of everything looks like, since a lot of it still has little finishing touches to go to. So let's skip ahead. Don't get mad. I didn't film the evening of on this camera. Things just got so busy. We had so much to do. I still had work that day, so I only was able to do all the other stuff after work, and then we only had like an hour before people showed up. So it was a lot of chaos, but by the time we actually had the event, it was so much fun. So I'm gonna do a rundown of what we did and show you. I did take some like little videos on my phone, so it'll just be like screenshots and little clips so I can show you what actually happened. We did this decor, we did this little like cut out paper tree. That was actually a lot of effort, but it was so cute the way it turned out. I put little balls of people. I scrolled as far back on the Instagram as far as possible so that I could get photos that they wouldn't expect to see there. I just like a little surprise. And we also cut out paper snowflakes and hung those from the ceiling just with like fishing line and sellotape on the ceiling because it comes also easy. I've done that before with my at-home cafe thing with flowers, if you haven't seen that. Basically same concept, just paper snowflakes, which is easier because they're lighter, so they didn't fall off. We also put like a fireplace video going on the TV just to make it warm and cozy. It really does actually make you feel a little bit warm when you're near it. It's so weird how it tricks your brain into thinking that. We also had a wreath on the door, and then we have 2 bar stools that we used for some of the games, and I just put tinsel around the legs of the bar stools just to make them look a little bit more Christmassy. Now for how all the food stuff turned out. The eggless eggnog was delicious, and we actually everyone was able to have more than 2 glasses. We only poured 2 and then we forgot about it. We actually had leftover in the fridge. So there was more than enough for all those glasses. The glasses like this big and top of some cinnamon. It was so good. 100% making that again around Christmas time. Then the other things that I was very surprised by how well it turned out, that chocolate orange fudge was delicious. It's still somewhere in the fridge and I'm really happy about it because it's actually so good, and it's set and it kept its shape even after being out on the table for hours. It didn't melt or become liquid or anything like that. I wasn't aware that condensed milk and chocolate did that. Like it solidifies. Didn't know that. Really cool. Love it. We'll definitely make that again as well. I think it's quite cool. It's like a little Christmas gift too because you can package it in a cute little way. Then the snowball cookies I have made before, as well as the pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie actually And like I said, I did burn it a little bit, but actually ended up being perfectly fine. It tasted great. I'm very happy with that. With a little reindeer on top of it, it was awesome. Then on the day, we also got 3 frozen pizzas, left them out to thaw, and then took our Christmas cookie cutters. We had a tree, a stocking, and I think a candy cane, and we used it to cut out shapes on all 3 different pieces, cook them like that, and then put them on their separate plates. Of course, those are the first things to disappear. As soon as there's anything pizza related, of course, it's gone like this. Which is understandable because I was also eating it. I was like, yay, pizza! So one of the few savory things was that, actually the only savory thing that was on the table aside from like crisps. We also just got random crisps for people to like snack on because you can't have a party without crisps. So those went by so quickly and those were so easy because obviously we didn't make them. So that's also a pretty good idea if you want to like quick, easy, budget friendly, depending on which frozen pizzas you get. The carrot cake blondies really surprised me because I don't like carrot cake, but I decided to try these just in case. I like these. This might be the only carrot cake thing that I like. It was really good. The cheesecake frosting, cream cheese frosting was really good on top of it. It was thick. I think things in just smaller form are great. Like I'm also not a huge cake fan, but I do really like cupcakes. So I think because it's smaller and it was not dry, like it was very, I don't want to say moist, but they were moist and they were really good. So I would make those again as well. And they actually weren't that hard. So did like those. Definitely like the carrot cake blondies. I think that's everything. I don't think I'm forgetting any other food stuff. It was all really good. It all turned out fantastically well and I'm very happy with that. We played lots of games that I don't want to show you here because that is going to be a TikTok. So if you want to see the games that we played, check my TikTok down below. I'll be posting them there. They were hilarious. It was so much fun to do. It's not even the best quality videos you're going to see, but oh my goodness, was there nonsense happening. I had bruises on my knees from this game. Brendan has a bruise behind his knee. We don't know how, but he does. And the games were intense, but honestly, we were all just laughing the entire time. It was a great evening. The people only left at like 1:30 a.m., 1:32 a.m. It was a long evening, but it went by so fast, and that's how you know it was fun. So that was our budget-friendly Christmas in July, our first ever Christmas in July party we hosted. So it was really fun. We'll definitely do again. Now, I don't think there's anything I'll change. I'm actually happy with everything that we did. Yeah, I liked all the fruit stuff. Maybe another savory snack if I have time, but otherwise, budget-wise, I think this was a good one. Again, my Instagram and TikTok links are down below. I do post different stuff there. I post 2 times a day on TikTok every day of the week now, and Instagram, I post once a day every day, but obviously I also still post stuff here. But they're all different things. It really just depends what you're in the mood for. If you do want to, you can subscribe here and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video so you don't miss anything, because I do post weekly long form content every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Other than that, I hope you have a lovely rest of the week and you're staying warm in this cold weather. I'm kind of over it now. I would like it to be summer. Not summer, spring. Summer's a bit intense. Spring will be good. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.